Hello, Scorpios. I hope you're doing well today. Happy June 2017. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Kelly Lunt and I am an intuitive channel. And I'm coming to you today to bring you your June 2017 combo of horoscope. Per zodiac sign, I bring you a half tarot, half channeled message from Spirit for what you need to know to manifest what you want with ease, joy, and bliss. And this month, Scorpios, I'm going to use 3 decks for you. There's Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck. And this one kind of really gets to the core of the matter, like what's going on. I'm just laying the cards out. Well, you pulled 4 major arcana cards, Scorpios. So it's definitely a big month for you with a lot of like shifts. You're releasing the old, calling in the new, kind of getting over your own thoughts, and you're on the right path for sure. So that deck gets to the core of what it is, whereas this deck, it gets to the emotional issue that you need to learn to be able to manifest what you want with ease, joy, and bliss. So if there's like any emotional lessons to learn, this is the deck that comes through and helps you. And then I use Doreen Virtue's Magical Mermaids deck because this is very much the deck that invokes the law of attraction. So that after we let you know what's going on, after we clear up any emotional issues that you may need to learn, they can come through with what you need to know law of attraction wise to manifest what you want with ease, joy, and bliss. All right, so let's just get to it. Scorpios, for the basis of this month, so definitely looks like, okay, so the basis for this month, Scorpio, it's definitely very focused on, you're kind of over the rough patch. You're over the rough patch. And because you got the 6 of air, Chantel, and self-forgiveness. So the 6 of air is definitely letting you know that like things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So it's kind of like the eye of the storm has already passed. And you're kind of like at the peace that, you know, after a big storm hits, the kind of peace and tranquility that's there. And in terms of that, it looks like there's a little bit of a need to getting back to enjoying like the little things in life. Like in order to get back to, like a storm has just passed. So in order to get back to enjoying life, there's a bit of self-forgiveness that needs to happen to get back into enjoying life. Because the underneath of what's going on that is that like because the storm has passed, they're kind of saying like, go ahead and like take the time to do self-care. Like you don't need to worry about other people right now. You don't need to worry about children. You don't need to worry about grandparents. You don't need to worry about other things right now. It's definitely a time for you to like rest, to rejuvenate, recoup. You know, you've just been through a storm. So whatever that was for you, apply this to your own situation. Like take the time that you need to heal. Take the time that you need to rest, recoup, and heal and forgive yourself so that you can get back to enjoying life as much as you're used to, as much as you want to, type of a thing. And in terms of the challenge that you're facing to be able to get back to enjoying life after the storm has just passed, you know, and typically when a storm has passed, it does indicate that something emotional went on, which can be draining. And I can tell you by looking at what you learned in the past, you did get the ego card, so it definitely lets you know that your thoughts, your belief system, your emotions is what caused the storm. So it's like we've all been there. We've all been in that moment where we just get down in the dumps and we just like potentially like emotionally beat ourselves up. Or you weren't being kind to yourself, or you weren't seeing the truth of a situation. And you were like just going down this one path so hard until you kind of realized, I'm the one causing my own hardship right now. So they're kind of saying like, to move past that, to get back to enjoying life after you've been through this storm, It's definitely about, you got the release major arcana card. So it's a major arcana card, guys. Like, be kind to yourselves, be gentle. This is a huge shift for you, Scorpio, what you're going through. This is letting you know that, like, release this situation, whatever it is you're holding on to. If you're holding resentment against someone else, if you're picking a fight with someone else, or if someone else is picking a fight with you, release the situation from you. Like, forgive it, release it, and call something new. Like, it's time to move on. It's time to let go of the thoughts that are holding you back. And helping you. So that's what you need to do, right? One way to help do that is, they are saying that consulting an expert is, there is someone outside of your situation, someone who's not heavily involved, not the other person, not anyone in the situation, but getting an outsider's perspective, whether it's a paid expert or just an outside perspective, that's going to help you kind of step back from the heat of the moment type of a thing, and help you step back to kind of gain your composure, and to really think about what's going on and what you want to change. Because they're definitely letting you know, like, so you need an outsider's perspective to pull you out of the heat of the moment. And then from there, it's like, go ahead and, like, visualize, what is it that you do want? Visualize that. Once you could do that, then you're going to be able to, like, forgive yourself for how you may have acted, for things you may have said to someone, for just, like, the what you may have been causing. Because it was your thoughts creating it. What you learned in the past is that it's definitely, like, it's like you're learning a whole new way to think with these cards. The ego is the card of, like, self-entrapment. Your thoughts are what's causing the block. It's you're the one standing in your own way right now. And it's like as if you're kind of coming to the awakening that if you could just start to think a little bit more positive, if you could just start to expect nicer things to come your way, then it will happen. And Archangel Michael's here with you too, so he's helping you with this. But so you recently learned that. It's like you had a little bit of awareness of, like, maybe I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Maybe I shouldn't always expect the worst case scenario to happen. So, like, you've learned that, and now it's kind of like thoroughly processing that and applying it to your life and letting that grow in a bigger way, letting the positive thoughts grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, release the old way you used to think about things, release the old way you used to approach life, release the old way you used to approach work, so that, well, let's see what they say the rest. But that's the basis of the month, and that's what you recently learned in the past about it. In terms of what you're learning right now, yeah, there's going to be a bit of, you're going to kind of recognize the situation for what it was. You got the Queen of Air card. You're going to have this, like, you take responsibility for your actions. You're kind of like, if you owe an apology, you're going to step up and owe the apology. You're just definitely going to see the truth of the situation, and you're definitely going to see how you were helping cause it. Whether it's with you and only you, like, if your business isn't getting the growth that you wanted it to get, it's like you're going to have this epiphany, this awakening of what you were doing to sabotage your business. And you guys could Google that too. Like, there's 4 common types of sabotage that people do unconsciously. You're not doing it intentionally. You're definitely not doing it intentionally, okay? You can Google, like, one is sabotage. I don't remember the others. You'll have to Google it. But so the point is, in what you're learning right now is that you're going to kind of see how you were contributing to the situation. And from there, they are letting you know, like, you're protected. You're definitely very safe right now. And whatever it is, like, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So it's either, if this involves someone else, kind of like, oops, I was the person who was out of line. You don't rush to them and say, hey, I'm sorry, forgive me. It's more like, let them get their time, let them get their space, like, see it from their point of view, let them kind of recover a bit. And then, like, it's not, I apologize, it's, whoa, I see what I did, I see how I contributed to this, like, can I ask you for your forgiveness? Like, come from it from a point of truly, like, trying to have compassion for them. And if it doesn't involve them, if it's you sabotaging yourself, they're kind of saying, like, be okay with where you were at. It's kind of like the whole you didn't know better. If you, like, let's just say poverty mindset. If you grew up with, or like overeating, this is something that everyone can relate to, overeating. If you grew up with, like, parents who, like, taught you that food was love, if you want to celebrate, eat food, if you want to blah, 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 eat food, then this read would very much be, you're kind of having the self-awakening of, oh, it's how I view food, that I view it as love, that I view it as a way to celebrate, that I view it as a way to heal, that I view it as a way to cope. Like, my relationship with food and how I think about it is what's causing me to be overweight. So you're ready to start like a new way of living. You're going to forgive yourself for the way you lived, because that was how you were taught. You didn't know any better. But now you're at a stage where you can kind of like, you're older, so you're like, I acknowledge how I'm contributing to this, and I'm ready to be compassionate on myself. Don't beat yourself up. Just like, well, I acknowledge that I learned these eating habits from my parents, and I now know that I want something new. That's the whole visualize the life you do want and stay optimistic. You can have it. That you can have it. So like, be compassionate that it's, you're reteaching yourself a new way of being right now. Okay. And in terms of what you're learning in the future, yeah, in terms of, it's like you're ready for change, Scorpio. It's like you're ready. You're like, okay, I see how I was causing this. I see what I can be doing differently, or I'm ready to learn from people what I could be doing differently, because you're definitely like awakening. So you got 3 huge cards, that major arcana cards, that are all about seeing the truth of a situation, and that they're all about changing your own thoughts to create the change in your life. Seeing things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So it's like you're having an awakening of like, you're just acknowledging, like, I want to live life a new way. I want a different result, like, because if you've been that 9-to-5 corporate worker and you want to start a business, but you were always thinking like, oh, but I don't have time, I have to work. That's very much your thoughts were creating your lack of success in your business. You got to stay optimistic. Like, hey, I can work a full-time job, and I can slowly start working towards my business, and I can slowly start getting clients and slowly start getting my name out there. And I'm ready to think in a new way to get that done. I'm ready to do different results. I'm ready to think different thoughts. I'm ready to do different things to start making this happen. So you're definitely like, you're definitely like ready for change. And to get this combo of cards, you're going to go through some spiritual alignment. So law of attraction, you're going to like do a new ask, and it's kind of like they're saying it's a general one right now. Like, I'm definitely ready for a life of more peace. I'm ready for a life of more harmony. I'm ready for a new life of where things just flow to me. So this is the step 2 law of attraction card, where the universe comes in and aligns the energy. They're going to send teachers to you. They're going to send mentors to you. They're going to send YouTubes to you. They're going to send Facebook Lives to you. They're going to send a blog post to you that you need to read to help get you to your end goal. So it's kind of like, don't forget to every day to tend. This is the tend to your vortex card. Like, don't forget every day to tend to your vortex, to remind yourself, like, and I can't wait till I have this end result, because I'm going to feel like this, and I'm going to feel like this, and I'm going to love, if we're going with the overweight thing again, like, and I'm going to love building a new relationship with food. And, I know it's going to be work, and I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to learn a new way. That's what this is all about. Like, do step 2 of law of attraction. Let the universe align energy for you to get you the right teachers and courses that you need for the success that you want. And in terms of your power for the month, Scorpios, this is the big 7 of water, is the analysis paralysis card. Let's do some action. It's not about like, okay, let's use a dating life as an example. Okay. So like, I was dating a guy like 3 guys ago. That makes me sound like whatever. 3 guys ago, I was getting to know this one guy. And just after a couple months, I realized like, hey, this is what I like about him. This is great. And I know that I want all of this in my husband and my partner. And so this is what I like about him. I'm glad I met him, because I learned that I like someone who can ABC, and I now want someone who could also do DEF. You have to stop procrastinating. You have to stop getting out of the pity party, out of the, well, this is who's talking to me right now, I just have to be here. No, you have to do different actions to get different results. I had to go out and meet new people and meet the next guy, which made me realize, yep, I 100% like ABC. I love DEF, and now I'm ready for someone who has GHI. The next whatever. You get my point though, guys. It's like you have to take that next step and putting yourself out there to meet more people, because you're never going to find your husband if you don't get out there and meet people. Stop procrastinating. Get out there and do something about your situation, because it's all about starting. They're saying it's all about starting, and they're kind of want to use the example that, when Kelly started, when she started channeling for people, it started by playing someone else's meditations for a group of people just every Sunday. She would invite them over, and just one Sunday every month would be like, hey, come on, we'll come meditate. From there, she went to, well, maybe I can lead the meditations on my own. Well, maybe I could do a course. Oh, well, maybe I can do a workshop now. Oh, well, maybe I'll do tarot spreads for people. Oh, well, maybe I'll channel for people. And then she's learned how to become a pure channel. But you see the step-by-step process that she went through. She had to first do that Sunday, no charge, just have people come over and meditate for her to want to do more. That was her first step. It's like, do your first step and have faith. Have faith that things can change. Let your thoughts be optimistic, that you can have a new life, that you can have the result you want, that you're in step 3. You're on the journey, and it's all about enjoying the journey, because the Spirit's with you. They're guiding you to your steps. If you would just stop procrastinating and start taking steps, they're going to guide you, and you're going to get there. So your power this month, Scorpio, is to start taking action. Have a positive mindset. And it's all about, I believe it's possible. I don't know how. I still believe it's possible. And just start taking steps. Because as you start taking your steps, you'll be guided more and more and more. In terms of other people around you, other people are starting to feel your shift too. Other people are starting to feel your shift too. And it's kind of shaking up things in them. It's a little like, this person's changing. They see it, and we see that they're already seeing you in the bigger light than what you're seeing yourself. They're like, oh, this person, like, just say you want to be an entrepreneur. They're like, oh, this person has what it takes. They can definitely have success. They see you as a successful person, and for them it's kind of like, oh man, but let's use the using weight example. If they lose weight, then are they still going to want to be friends with me? Like, they see you already being successful. They see you already on the path, and it's kind of like, for them, it's bringing up a little bit of insecurity. So just be kind to your friends. If you guys are both like overweight, reaffirm to your partner that you still love them, you're still committed to them, and hey, they could join you on the journey. So in terms of what you're afraid of, okay, you're afraid of success, Scorpio. And that's actually a common thing in psychology. It's the fear of success. It's the, can I actually have it all? Am I worthy of having it all? Like, can I have it all? Yeah, so there's a bit of like, you see things just falling into alignment. And like, people are helping you. So you see things falling into alignment. And there's it's like the whole procrastination is coming from the whole like, wait, can this actually be happening? Can the change actually be happening? Like, can it be this easy? Can it be this good? Like, can I be that successful person? Like, get over that, because you're worth it, Scorpio. And yes, you can have it all. You very much so can. And in terms of a likely outcome for this month, okay, so they're definitely affirming that this is definitely a month of like a new dawn, a new way of thinking about life. And they're saying it's very much more of a month of like you recognizing that things have to change. And it's a month of you just beginning to take action. From there's of course going to be some healing going on. Anytime you change, become a new you, there's some healing that goes on. Yeah, and it's just going to be a month of like kind of getting out of your head so that the new dawn can come in, and that like you see that things are aligning, that it can be easy, and like, okay, this can happen. But just be aware that just because you hit a bump in the road, it doesn't mean to stop. It doesn't mean to go back. If you're going on a road trip, an 8-hour road trip, and then an hour in, you're like, oh, I need gas. You don't turn the car around. You keep going and get to the nearest gas station, and you keep going. So keep going, guys. Don't let little pebbles become mountains. Don't let little pebbles or little stalls. Don't build them up in your head to be bigger issues than they are. Don't let your thinking stop you. So Scorpio, keep going. Comment, give me a comment below, give the video a like, let me know you're watching the video, let me know how this resonates. Comment below if I can help anymore. Of course, if you'd like a personal reading this month, you can click in the upper right hand corner. I'll be here to help you with personal reads. But much love, Scorpios. You've got this. You can do this. Bye.